News, shining the truth, changing lives. The quote of the day today: God does not usually review all details of His will at once. He tells you enough so you can implement what He said. You must continue to rely on His guidance. A look at the headlines. Let's see what the headlines say in the news. Senior Chief Kalilele of Mushindamo District dies. IMF approves a final ECF review. Unlock $190 million for Zambia. Jazz urges Zulu Kabinda to fly Zambia's flag high in France. With the news in detail, my name is Martin Lutuna. The International Monetary Fund Executive Board has approved the sixth and final review under Zambia's 38-month extended credit facility, unlocking a final disbursement of $190 million. The release of SDR 138.9 million brings total IMF support under the program to SDR 1.27 billion, equivalent to about $1.7 billion. Finance and National Planning Minister Dr. Stumbeko Msokotwane MP says the milestone marks Zambia's transition from economic stability to a growth-focused reform phase. Dr. Msokotwane thanked the IMF cooperating partners, the private sector, and Zambians for sustaining confidence in the government's reform agenda under President Hakainde Hichilema. The IMF has noted that Zambia has maintained a broadly sound macroeconomic policies despite external and domestic shocks, while cushioning the public debt, though sustainable, remains at high risk. The minister says government will continue fiscal consolidation, prudent borrowing, and monetary policies aimed at reducing inflation to the 6 to 8% target range. He adds that Zambia's economic outlook remains positive, supported by strong mining, agriculture, and electricity generation as discussions begin on a successor IMF program. Private sector players have shown strong support to invest in Zambia International Conference IZIC 2026, just minutes after its official launch. The Wonderful Group pledged 5 million kwacha on the spot, taking up the lead sponsor role. CEO Wang Hyehuchi said the company is proud to partner with the Zambia Development Agency for the second edition of the conference. Several other companies have also expressed interest in sponsoring, with details expected soon. IZIC 2026 will bring together local and international investors, policymakers, and industry leaders, offering sponsors high-level networking and visibility. The Zambia Development Agency is now inviting more corporate partners to join and support Zambia's next wave of investment growth. More in this report.
Position Zambia as a competitive, reliable, and attractive destination for both domestic and foreign investment. The Invest Zambia International Conference has become a key instrument in advancing this objective by providing a structured platform for dialogue, partnership, and deal-making. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, the outcomes of IZIC 2025 demonstrated the value of this platform, with over United States $3 billion committed to our economy and over 35 new products exhibited for potential export. These are big numbers. The strong international participation, meaningful investment engagements, and the resulting investment pipeline reaffirm the importance of consistency, credible, and collaboration in attracting long-term investment. Distinguished guests.
Northwestern Province Permanent Secretary Colonel Grandson Katambi has announced the death of Senior Chief Kalilele of the Lamba-speaking people in Mushindamo District. Colonel Katambi says the traditional leader died on 25th January 2026 at Minasoko General Hospital in Lusaka. Addressing the media in Solwezi, the permanent secretary says the burial arrangements will be communicated in due course after consultations with the royal establishment and the family. He has called on the people of Mushindamo district and the entire northwestern province to mourn the late chief peacefully. Colonel Katambi has described the senior chief Kalilele as a unifying leader who promoted peace, harmony and cooperation and played a key role in strengthening relations between traditional leaders and government. More in this report.
By the passing of Senior Chief Kalilele, a leader who played a pivotal role in promoting unity and development. Therefore, on behalf of the President of the Republic of Zambia, Mr. Hakainde Hichilema, and the government of the Republic of Zambia, I wish colleagues to extend our deepest condolences to the royal family, the people of Mushindamo, and the entire Lamba community. Colleagues, Senior Chief Kalilele was a unifying leader and who worked tirelessly to promote peace and harmony in his chiefdom and the province at large. His contribution to the preservation of Lamba culture and traditions will be remembered for generations, colleagues, to come. In this moment of sorrow, let us unite in respect and solidarity, paying tribute.
13,000 students have received the bursaries and under the Technical Education and Entrepreneurship Training (TVET) program this year. The Ministry of Technology and Science has awarded a total of 13,685 bursaries in 2026, up from 8,053,000. Beneficiaries in 2025. At a press briefing in Lusaka, Ministry Permanent Secretary Dr. Brilliant Abenzu revealed that 7,306 recipients are male, while 6,379 are female. He noted that bursaries have been distributed fairly across the country without discrimination. Dr. Abenzu says the increase reflects the government's commitment under President Hakainde Hichilema to expanding access to skills development and empowering young people with practical training for national development. More in this report.
Good afternoon to everyone. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm delighted to inform you all and the nation at large that the Ministry of Technology and Science has concluded the allocation of bursaries for the 2026 academic year under the TVET Bursary Support Program. The program continues to support vulnerable but deserving learners to access technical education, vocational and entrepreneurship training, in short TVET. This is in line with the policy direction of education and skills development of the UPND government under the able leadership of President Hakainde, the President of this country, Zambia. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to highlight the progress we have made over the last 6 years. The ministry has continued to expand bursary support despite fiscal pressures, guided by the principle of leading.
Now take a break. I'll be right back with you on the other side. Stay tuned.
Get ready for the most anticipated talk show of the year.
Let's talk about it with Pastor Pauline. So we have been discussing foundations upon which most of the relationships are built.
Join Join us as we tackle the toughest social issues affecting our community, from child marriages to youth empowerment, and from gender-based violence to women empowerment, from governance to corruption, and, of course, women participation in politics, and other male-dominated industries. We will be discussing it all.
Leah, confessed it in Genesis chapter 29, verse 32. She says, God has opened my womb because he has seen my affliction. But despite that, Jacob did not love her.
Our presenter will guide the conversation, ensuring that you have a respectful and thought-provoking discussion. And you have a chance to join in on the conversation through our phone-in segment. Call us live, share your thoughts, and ask your questions. Don't miss out on this opportunity to be part of the conversation. Let's talk about it.
Autobest Engineering is a fully registered company that has services such as towing service. We have a saloon, we repair cars, we have a car wash.
Barbershop is a top-notch.
And many more.
Autobest Engineering is the company which you can rely on. We touch any car. We are just at the corner of Pemba Road and Mosotunya Road. You know what? We deliver the best. Yes, we are growing very fast. It's a top-notch company ever in Zambia. When you come, wherever you are, whether you are in America, you come to visit Zambia, please just go to Google Maps, type Autobest Engineering Group. It will take you where we are. Autobest is a one-stop shop.
Come to Autobest Engineering where the best is done. If you want to know where we're located along Mosotunya Road, just right at the corner of Pemba Road, Chilende South. If you want to contact us, you can call us on 0977 18 12 73.
Autobest Engineering, doing what we know best.
Much for still staying with us. We continue with the news. In sports, the Judo Association of Zambia, JAZ General Secretary Mr. Mavuto Nguni has urged the judokas Simon Zulu and Rita Kavinda to represent Zambia with pride. The two athletes are beneficiaries of the Los Angeles 2026 Olympic Solidarity Scholarships and are set to depart for France for advanced training ahead of their Olympic qualifiers journey. Zulu and Kavinda will train at the Regional Youth and Sports Center in Petit Cameroon, undergoing intensive preparation for future international competitions. Mr. Nguni emphasized the importance of discipline, consistency, and hard work, urging the athletes to fully utilize the opportunity to sharpen their skills and grow both on and off the mat. He also stressed adherence to training programs, building strong coach-athlete relations, and uphold Judo's core values of respect, courage, self-control, and honor while approaching every competition with a winning mindset as they carry Zambia's flag on the global stage. In international news, India and European Union have finalized a landmark free trade agreement that will create a free trade zone covering nearly 2 billion people and about 25% of the world's gross domestic product. Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi says the agreement reached after nearly 2 decades of negotiation is expected to significantly reduce tariffs on most trade between the world's largest democracy and the 27-nation bloc, boosting trade in goods such as textiles, machinery, and pharmaceuticals. European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen calls for the pact the mother of all trade deals, and officials says EU exports to India could double by 2032 with annual duty savings of up to 4 billion euros. The deal must now undergo legal vetting and ratification before it can be formally signed and implemented. That note brings us to the end of the midday news, but before we go, a recap of the headlines. Senior Chief Kalilele of Mushindamo District dies. IMF approves a final ECF review, unlocks $190 million for Zambia. Jazz edges Zulu Kabinda to fly Zambia's flag high in France. Thank you so much for staying tuned. God bless you. Continue watching Light Television Zambia. Bye-bye.